afternoon, our viewers of Elkem TV. Today is a beautiful Tuesday afternoon here in the studios of Elkem TV. I want to welcome whoever is following us right from your respective places. We appreciate, and as Elkem TV management, you are very, very important to us, and we think whatever you do and whatever you are planning to do is of great value to yourself and also this nation at large. Today is 11th of February 2025. I expect very many things or changes that may happen either in your life or in any other aspect that you are planning to do. So this is West Nile's Ambassador under Moses the Great behind and of Masini Municipality and topping Bunyoro at large. So I want to say whoever is there following us right from your respective channels, that's YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, just what you have to do is need to be having a lot of data as you follow me up from this time to the end. That's from 2 to 3. I hope you are very prepared for today's package. I think very many people outside there are very expectant to know what and where they are heading after Uganda Stanbic Bank draws of yesterday. I've seen clubs like Itara, Bugoigo, Leopard, to mention but a few, have been given some of those giants. So expectations are high, and I hope also there are going to be very many changes and in aspect. So this is West Nile's Ambassador. The Great is my name. Whoever is following us, how are you doing? That's Coach Ismail, or that's the Kijura Soccer Academy. I hope right now, as Coca-Cola is coming nearer and nearer, you are in Kampala trying to do some kind of, that is the you are trying to do some kind of analysis with the players and also doing some training with them. So Coach Ismail Mawazo, next time I hope you'll come and give us information concerning the school that has taken you. I hope transfers have been very well for you and you are really enjoying it. I appreciate that. So right now, I think I am going to talk about rugby. We shall start with the national team rugby story. When you are a rugby fan outside there, I hope you will enjoy and know how rugby is actually right now in Uganda. As Uganda rugby fraternity, we are going to follow a lot of issues. When you try to see following the unfortunate and the tragic death of Ronnie Kayondo, that is a company Eagles player, on Sunday afternoon after head injury sustained during the match against Toyota Buffaloes for the coming week. URU published the match needed statement on Tuesday afternoon as the rugby fraternity joins Kayondo friends and family for his send-off in Kaduguya Mirembe. So he has been a very instrumental player in consideration of the shock and dismay that this has caused the entire rugby fraternity and the spirit of solidarity, and to mourn our dearly consultation, that's a consultation with the club's leadership, key stakeholders, and the wider rugby fraternity resolved to reschedule all matches and allow for 2 weeks of mourning. There will be no competitive rugby in the men's rugby premiership, the women's rugby premiership, the regional championship, and the reserve premiership. On Saturday, February 15th, 2025, all those scheduled matches have been moved by a week to February 22, that's 2025. So that's actually sad news for actually our own, that is a player called Kayondo, who has passed away. Tragedy, may his soul rest in peace. So rugby fans, it has been unfortunate that we have lost such a very instrumental and very important player for Uganda Cranes. Then also continuing with the other sports news, when we go to that's Wakiso Giants. When you try to see Wakiso Giants following a dismissal first round show in which both Wakiso Giants and Sports Club Villa struggled for form, they will hope to start the second round on a strong note when they face off at Kabaka Kiabando Stadium on Tuesday. Today, the host ended the first season stanza in the relegation zone with a menagre 12 points, with Sports Club Villa, the defending champions, are on 20 points in 8th place. Stephen Bengo will be under intense pressure to ensure a decent start. But the desperate Villa, they face a tough opponent. He could have experienced midfielder Rahmat Senkufaba back after he missed the first round through injury, but Vincent Ziwa, Tomu Masiko, Abdul Semakula, and Alex Kumaket are out with injuries. New signings from Vipers, Fazil Tumine could make his debut along with the former Ugandan international Moses Oloya, who reportedly joined the club on short term until the end of the season. So those are some of the matches that shall be played between that's Wakiso Giants that have performed poorly when you try to follow their recent forms, but we expect that today, since the Premier League is bouncing back, that's Uganda Premier League is bouncing back, they intend to improve on whatever they have been doing. They have been on the bottom, actually they have been there battling on the relegation zone. You never know, they may pick 3 points today. So for Villa, who won the reverse first 6-1 at Wankuluku, Francis, that's Onekaiti and Elvis Ngonde are out, while Life Without Hakim Kiwanuka, who joined the APR, starts. Monle, that's Molly Bekaso, could hand Mula Matobu and Ashraf Mulindi their debuts. When you try to see key start, Sports Club Villa unbeaten against Wakiso Giants in the past 4 fixtures since that's a 2-1 defeat on home in 2022. The other league match on the day, URA makes a trip to Kitende to face table leaders Vipers in the late kickoff. That's at 7 p.m. Other matches, day 16 fixtures, Wednesday 12 today, we are seeing Lugazi FC, Police FC, Najembe 4 p.m. Maroons FC versus Salted Bright Stars FC at Luzira Prison, that's at 4 p.m. Express FC versus Bull FC at Nakivubo 7 p.m. Then tomorrow, on Thursday 13th February 2025, we shall see Mbale Heroes FC versus Mbaraza City FC at 4 p.m. Uganda People's Defense Force versus Kitara FC at Bombo, and then NEC FC versus KCC FC at Lugogo. That will be at 7 p.m. So those are some of the fixtures that shall be played in Uganda Premier League that has resumed briefly today. So if you are a fan of Uganda Premier League, what you have to do is just to go there and support your own team and see how things shall be happening, and maybe, you never know, you may enjoy it better than before, though in first round it has not been easy for some of those players. So this league also at times comes with its challenges. You may find a player has picked injury maybe in some of those trainings, or so you cannot tell. So today also maybe talking briefly about it. Tuesday 11th February 2025, Wakiso Giants will take on Sports Club Villa at 4 p.m. Vipers takes on Uganda Revenue Authority at Kitende. This will be actually a game of the week at 7 p.m. Table leaders Vipers will have an opportunity to complete a rare double over Uganda Revenue Authority when the two sides meet at Kitende on league resumption. And maybe the Venoms, 6-time champions, won the reverse fixture 2-0 at Nakivubo with a goal from Alan Okello and Milton Karisa. The hosts ended the first round on high, and victory here will see them open a 4-point lead over second place NEC, who are not in action. Vipers could hand striker Isaac Ogwang his debut after joining from Police, but returning midfielder Marvin Youngman will have to wait until next match as he reserves his second match ban following a red card received against Express while he was still at Solitudo Bright Stars. Deriki Ndahiro also serves his last of the 2 matches ban after he was sent off in the win over UPDF in the last penultimate match of the first round. The fixtures mark at the first Alex Isabire returns to Kitende since he quit the Venoms after quitting them to the league. So those are some of actually things that we may not predict. In case Vipers win, And then they will go 39 points, because right now they're the ones leading the table. So the battle is between Vipers and NEC. NEC is also mounting pressure like there is no tomorrow. So we don't expect and we don't know the outcome out of this game. So that is how briefly things are going to happen. But let's pray that whoever plays it better takes it, and you cannot predict the outcome unless otherwise. So that is how today's Premier League for Uganda Premier League shall be, and we pray that whoever wins it genuinely, and these things of accusations are not expected. So that is it. We talked briefly about Uganda Stanbic Cup draws. Hey, you're already out and you cannot actually predict who is going to win it, but we saw Kitara FC were the giants of actually the champions of Stanbic Uganda Cup. This time around, are they going to defend it? We are seeing clubs like Bigoigo Leopards have also been drawn, and we don't know how the end result shall be. Then it is between me and you to witness the game, and we don't know when and where shall it happen. But fixtures have been drawn yesterday, and expect people to play it. It will be actually played on between 19th and 28th of February. So between 19th and 28th of February, we shall be seeing that Stanbic Uganda Cup being played. So if you know you are a fan and you support that club of yours, just it is going to be tough one this time around. Gram Slam, whoever shall be following it, just be ready to enjoy it to the climax. So we shall be there, and we shall be telling you when and where and when do you expect your club to actually play it better than what you have expected. So that's how things are going to move. And when you are a Kitara fan, I think we have to support them, and also Bigoigo Leopards, we need to support them, because those are our teams that are raising the flag of Bunyoro, and they are the ones in the Stanbic Cup. That's the Uganda Cup finals, not finals, actually draws of Sate2. So Sate2 is actually a stage for men. From there, they will go for the last 16. From last 16, we shall go to quarterfinals. Then from quarterfinals, we shall be going to, that is a semi-finals. What you have to do is just prepare yourself for whatever may come and accept the result that will be out. So that's the Uganda Cup fixtures. At the meantime, ahead there, I'll bring for you the fixtures for the all Sate2, where just you have to know who is your team going to meet when and where. I'll be in position to serve you here on Elkem TV. West Nile Ambassador Andama Moses the Great is my name. So those are some of the fixtures for actually Stanbic Uganda Cup. We shall see. That will be on 19th of Feb 2025. We see Calvary up against Lugazi. Then we shall be seeing also that is the Kulumba Rainbow versus KCCA FC. We shall see Rwenzori Lions taking on Buhimba United Saints. These are our own teams here in Bunyoro. We shall see that is the Katida takes on Kitara, the defending champions. That will be on Wednesday 19th. And then Bull takes on Bugoigo Leopard. Now, my friend, that's Musa, Jack Musa. You are Bugoigo Leopard and Innocent Atuganyira, chief editor. That's Radio 7. You support Bugoigo Leopard, so be ready for Bull Bidiko. Then we shall see Maroons up against Wakiso Giants. That will be on the 19th February 2025. So we have several fixtures that we shall be going through. We say it will be played between that's 19th and 28th of that is the 19th and 28th of February 2025. So I think some of you have already confirmed your teams. Who are they going to play and when are they going to play? So that's how it is. When we try to see event 25 Uganda Squads Open date, Uganda Squads Open date, all appreciation for successful 25 Uganda Squad Open Championship are in high gear. For starters, this tournament will be hosted at the Rocket Classic Hotel in Tororo between 16th to 22nd February 2025. At 25, the players in the different clusters, junior men and women, will vie for the total prize money of that's USD dollars of 6,300. I don't know, those who know mathematics and can convert it well. What does it mean? How much Ugandan shillings does it go into that USD dollars of 6,300? So you know it better. Top players from Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Zanzibar, Rwanda, Pakistan, India, Nigeria, Namibia, Ghana, Zimbabwe, and then Zambia have registered for this championship. Registration for East African, that's region players, is at Ugandan shillings 50,000 with 30 USD for international players each. The organizing team will provide airport pickups for all international players and the transportation of all players to Toro. When you try to see, it is organized, and here there is a battle for money. So when you try to see Sanza Rashid, Pakistan, we have Chopsi Tosopare from Namibia, Lukumba Muchimba from Zambia, we have Manda Chilambwe from Zambia, Stephen Zenimwanza from Zambia, Paulo Kadoma from Uganda. And then we have Nicholas Kiwanuka from Uganda, Stephen Wampampa from Uganda, Rashid Nyombi from Uganda, Seka Njimbi Magembe from Uganda, Sadi Katero from Uganda, John Agireho from Uganda, Ambrose Agumantayumwe from Uganda, Ryan Gutsima from Zimbabwe, Samuel Kabwe from Zambia, Leon K from Kenya, Sini Joseph from Kenya, Stephen Mwape from Zambia, Kiza Thomas from Uganda, then Luanga Mawanda from Uganda, Jingo Isaac from Uganda, Troy Adrian Aziwa from Uganda, Olfumalio Gabriel from Nigeria, we have Montadiri Nikimiji from Kenya, Philip Muzonda from Zambia, we have Braideni Rahiza from Zimbabwe, Briti Binisi from Zimbabwe, Emmanuel Amuri from Rwanda, Junior Rukumu from Punk from Uganda, Benjamin Kafuma from Uganda, Kasimu Senyonda from Uganda, Brian Lunya from Uganda, Gerald Kadawa from Uganda, Opio Onito from Uganda, Ibrahim Biansi from Uganda, Freddy Wanzala from Uganda, Peter Etome Uganda, Evans Aya Ghana, Hezon Kiboka Kenya, James Dalidi Kenya, Mazo Businga Tanzania, Fanuel Ogalo Kenya, Femi Sedra Nigeria, Elvis Ngonza Zambia, Stephen Oyanya Kenya, we have Onasi Enimu Omwagambe Nigeria, Huxley Luhasi Kenya, Labani Mwau Kenya, Patrick Mwangi Kenya, Enos Mwazale Zambia, Owen Rubunda Uganda, Grant Banda Zambia, Benson Bisombi Kenya, Muhammad Ali Zanzibar, Bruce Jusa, Lucky Milton, to mention but few. Those are a number of people who are going to play. And then when you try to see juniors, we have Vivian Saga from Kenya, Udava Jenny from Kenya, and then Mbeta Munyoki from Kenya. So Kenya has given two, and then Kenya, all of them, the juniors, are from Kenya. So that is briefly about 2025 Uganda Squash Open players to tussle. That's for $6,300 in Tororo. So we pray for our own, that's the Uganda Cranes, and see how they are going to play and perform in these respective matches. So whoever is following us, I want to say thank you very much for following us right from that time up now. I'm still West Nile's ambassador under my Moses. The great time check is that's 40 minutes past 2 p.m. We shall go up to 3, then that's when we shall come to the climax of our program, as I told you earlier on. So when you try to see how people are performing, when you try to go to corporates, that's sports news, corporates network, more complaints have come in about corporates, more complaints have come about corporates. When you try to see the second season of the corporate sport network, that is CCN, will officially get underway on Sunday, 23rd February 2025 at Luzira Prisons Ground in Kampala. Under theme, networking through sports, it is a fresh lease of life with more companies lad on board, more games on the menu, and a variety of land that is suggested. Then overall defending champions Centenary Bank have a mountain of a task to defend their crown at a time when the other companies are geared up for silverware. The official launch of the second season was on Monday 10th February, that was yesterday 25, at Hotel Africana in Kampala. Simon, that's the Simeoni, that's the Kauma Bulezi, the chairperson of the Corporate Sports Network, addressed the media, flanked by the other board and executive committee members. Bulenzi notified the media that Case Hospital and Uganda Red Cross Society have partnered with the Corporate Sports Network to provide medical services for the league. When you try to see, we have zero, I quote, we have zero tolerance to that's machineries. Companies are encouraged to have participants seals upon confirmation and verification. These participants will be uploaded on our portals. Only staff members of the companies are eligible to participate. We continue to use company identification cards endorsed by the human resource manager, Bulenji stated in quotation. A new game that has been introduced on popular demand from the chief executive officers, CEO, and top managers. When you try to follow, that's the information from that corporate. And then when you try to see that is joining the already packed menu of games as football, woodball, netball, basketball, athletics, volleyball, swimming pool, tug of war, and other fun games as the sack race. Okay, allow us to go for a short commercial break. We shall be back. Don't go away. Welcome back from that short commercial break. I think we are actually finalizing with our That's the Sports edition here with none other than West Nile Ambassador Moses the Great. I want to say thank you whoever has been following us from that time up to now. We are still pushing on with the variety of That's the Sports here with none other than West Nile Ambassador under Moses the Great is my name. So Champions League today is bouncing back, and hey, people outside there want to know. Who is their team. Man City up against Real Madrid. It is going to be tough one. Tough. Monaco is going to also. So if you're a Champions League supporter, Man City today is going to have an encounter. But you have known the form of Man City of recent. They have not been performing well. I don't know which miracle is that's Pep Guardiola performed to break out Real Madrid. Whenever Real Madrid reaches to such a stage, then you just know they are proceeding. They are at Etihad Stadium. For some of you who bet very well, you know what it means, but betting odd has favored, that is Manchester City up against Real Madrid, but at times it doesn't matter. So when you try to see, we shall see at 8:45, today is Champions League, UEFA Champions League. Standard Brest of France takes on, that's Paris Saint-Germain, the same country. So Standard Brest has odd of 8.75, a draw is of odd 6, and then win for Paris Saint-Germain is odd 1.37. So if you have your money, I think you just go for Paris Saint-Germain. I don't see Standard Brest doing any miracle to stop Paris Saint-Germain from winning this game, and with the over of 2.5. So some of you who fear maybe a straight win, just give over of 2.5 or over of 2 goals 1.5. Just keep on waiting for your money as it comes. Manchester City up against Real Madrid at exactly 11 p.m. This is the game everyone is actually trying to follow. So today, as I told you, a number of matches, Man City up against Real Madrid, then Juventus takes on PSV and Hovens. PSV comes from Netherlands, up against Juventus from Turin, that is Italy, up against PSV. So this is going to be a very interesting game, though Man City and Real Madrid is the center of focus for everyone. Then on the other side, Sporting Lisbon from Portugal will take on Borussia Dortmund of, that is Germany. Of recent, they have just sacked their coach over poor performance. Shall they actually perform against Sporting CP, the guys whom that is none other than Amriam Robben left for Man United? It is between me and you to go and witness it. That will be at exactly 11 p.m. Then Man City up against Real Madrid. I told you it is going to be a tough one. And then we shall be also seeing Sporting CP. And then on the other hand, tomorrow we also have a number of games that shall be played. That's in UEFA Champions League. So if you are a soccer lover and you know that you enjoy Champions League, some teams have taken over, teams like Arsenal. They have never taken Champions League. They just hear that this is how the trophy looks like. It is now, I don't know how many years, but Arsenal since then has never taken a Champions League. Moreover, Nottingham Forest has a Champions League trophy. Aston Villa has it. Arsenal has taken 20 years, not only Champions League, but also Premier League. They last took Premier League in 2004. How many years are those? From there up to now, they have never seen how Premier League looks like, and also they have never seen Champions League in their life. So, Arsenal fans, Elijah Kelvin, I think you support Arsenal. So, that is actually how Champions League shall be for some of you who may be enjoying it. So, going through this game of Manchester City, when you try to see Man City's performance with Real Madrid, when they have been meeting, in most times when Man City is at home, Madrid tries to embarrass them. The last game they had last season, when Madrid came and visited them, they managed to beat them. They beat them 2-1. And then also this time around with the form of Man City, and Man City in Champions League, they have a poor record. And Madrid also is not okay because most of their players have been injured, especially in defense line. But shall they stop Haaland from scoring? It is between me and you to witness it. But for some of you who may wish to bet, I just go for Golo or over of 2.1. Don't give direct win to Man City. It may turn around, you never know. But just go for Golo and over of 2 goals. Relax, enjoy your money if you are better. And if you think you're somebody who fears, don't go for there. Don't go for either over or Golo, because betting money is more like a sacrifice. You need to sacrifice that money. It may either come back or not. So that is how Champions League shall be today. Manchester City has odd 2.03. Draw is odd 4.20. And then a win for Real Madrid is odd 3.60. And here they are favoring Real Madrid, though Man City has a very small odd. And then for Juventus, Turin versus the PSV Eindhoven, odd 2.01 win. For Juventus, the draw is odd 3.80. And then a win for PSV Eindhoven is odd 4 flat. That is money 4,000. You put 1,000, you get your profit of 3,000. So for some of you who like Kibimba, you say, for me I don't fear. You just go and sacrifice either your Kiteira on odd 4, you get your 200,000. Relax. Weekend and red, that is Valentine shall be sorted if you are not somebody who is extravagant via spending money. And then Sporting Lisbon, on the other hand, up against Borussia Dortmund, has odd 2.40. X is odd 3.60. And then Dortmund has odd 3.20. And here they are favoring Dortmund. But I'm seeing here, this game is likely to go full time, may be a draw. If I'm not mistaken, Sporting Lisbon up against Borussia Dortmund, it may likely end into a draw. So that is how today's Champions League shall actually work out. So some of you who may want tomorrow, we also have a variety of matches that shall be played in UEFA Champions League tomorrow. We have we have Feyenoord up against Rotterdam. Feyenoord Rotterdam up against AC Milan, and then AS Monaco versus Benfica. Celtic Glasgow versus Bayern Munich. Those are for tomorrow. If you want to follow tomorrow's game, that's Celtic versus Bayern Munich, AS Monaco versus Benfica, then Feyenoord Rotterdam versus AC Milan, Club Brugge on form versus Atalanta. Those are for tomorrow. So tomorrow, just follow and know what shall be the outcome of that. So on Thursday, we shall be having a number of games. Europa League shall bounce. We shall see Fenerbahce Istanbul takes on RSC Anderlecht, and then FC Midtjylland takes on Real Sociedad. Sebastian Union Saint Gallen versus Ajax Amsterdam. Frankfurt Budapest versus Victoria Plzeň. AZ Alkmaar versus Galatasaray Istanbul. PAOK Thessaloniki versus Galatasaray Football Club FCSB. Then FC20 takes on Essend Bodo Glimt. We shall be seeing lastly FC Porto takes on Roma. So Manchester United, Real Sociedad, Lazio, they had automatic qualification. They're just waiting for playoff between those ones, and then from there they will draw and they go for the last 16 game leagues. What are the transfer windows, or what are transfer windows telling us? Most of clubs are now planning. Most of clubs are planning to bring in new players. They are planning to bring in new players. So you want to know who is your club going to bring, and when is your club going to bring that player. So what you have to do is just prepare yourself to wait for that time when the transfer windows are going to happen. So a number of things are happening either in transfer, or others fail to buy in the actual market, and they are waiting for summer. And whom is your club going to buy and when? So that is how things are going to happen, and the BBC is telling us a number of things. Manchester United was expecting, they thought that the issue of transfers shall be sorted, but at the end, nothing is yet done, and teams are expecting much more from their clubs. They are expecting more from their clubs, but we can't tell who are they going to buy, and when are those players going to come to those respective clubs that they are going to bring in. So that's it. As I told you earlier on, and what you have to know is transfers are going, and people are going into the market, and they are buying very many players of their choices. When you try to see our transfer rumors that are circulating right now, and you try to see information, Manchester United are ready to submit a bid for 33.3. That's the 40 euros for Barcelona 21-year-old Spain left back, that's Alejandro Balde, in this summer. Newcastle are planning 33.3 million summer bid for PSV Eindhoven's 21-year-old Belgium forward John Bakayoko. Then Newcastle also are said to beat Barcelona and Real Madrid to the free transfer signing of 18-year-old Spain under-19 winger Antonio Codro, whose Malaga contract expires this summer. Then Manchester United and Chelsea are interested in Ipswich's 22-year-old English striker Liam Delap. Liam Delap is wanted by very many clubs. We expect that Manchester and Chelsea, if they have their money, should go for him. Chelsea are also keen on Copenhagen 19-year-old Sweden under-21 winger Ronny Bagdi. Then Florentina are considering offering Moise Kean a new contract containing an increased release clause following Premier League interest in the 24-year-old Italy striker, including from Tottenham and Arsenal. Chelsea are monitoring Sporting's 19-year-old Portugal under-21 midfielder Darius Esugo, who is on loan at Las Palmas. When you try to go here to Bournemouth is 19-year-old Netherlands-born Spain under-21 defender Dean Hussein is also interesting. Chelsea. Real Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti has been told he must decide before May if he wants to become the coach of Brazil. Arsenal expect to sign Espanyol's 23-year-old Spanish goalkeeper Joan Garcia this summer. Last but not least, Manchester United want Atletico Bilbao sporting director. They want Atletico Bilbao sporting director, that's Mikel Gonzalez, to replace Dan Aswa at Old Trafford. So those have been our today's speculations on transfer. So if you have been following us right from that time up to now, I say thank you for being a very good follower, and we appreciate you for whatever you have done. Today is 11th of February 2025. West Nile Ambassador Andama Moses the Great has been my name. So if you have been following us, you are traveling towards Masindi, just you know it has been sunny and it is hot here. What you have to do is just come with either something cool that may try to cool your temperature, or water or ice. It may be any kind of juice. You are welcome to Masindi. That is one of historical districts here where there are a lot of physical features that attract tourists to come to Bunyoro and Uganda at large. So whoever has followed us, I say thank you very much for giving us that time from where we started up to now, where we are now climaxing it. So happy Valentine to everyone in advance. Just if you have your money with your lover, wait for that time to enjoy it from the time it will happen. That's Friday. We are only left with the 2 days because we can't count it today. Today is already gone. I'm out of here. Just you have to do is keep following Elkem TV. Make it the best online TV, best here in Bunyoro, and we need to cover the entire country as the best online TV. I'm out of here. Take care. God bless you.